So we've just been doing a wellness program. We thought this back class would be awesome for you guys since you have so many people sitting at the desk all day long, teaching proper posture and how to do some strengthening things to help alleviate some back pain that probably most of you have experienced sometime in your life. So there's just a couple stretches and a couple of strengthening exercises that if you took 5 or 10 minutes out of your day to perform them, your back would feel a lot better and be able to do a lot more things easily. So I'm gonna just go through the first one, then we'll all participate and do the exercise after. So this is Megan. She's a health coach as well, so she's gonna be doing them for us. So the first one we're gonna do is a stretch. If all you guys wanna stand up, we're gonna kind of, so we're gonna just kind of analyze your posture a little bit. So most of you are standing pretty well, but if we walked into a room and you didn't know what we were doing, a lot of people are on one side, or they just have bad slumped over shoulders. And a lot of people that sit at computers all day long, their chests are caved in because they are typing like this. So it's very important to adjust your computer station to fit your ergonomics so that your back isn't having to be slouched all the time. So pull your keyboard up, pull your screen up forward so you're not leaning forward. Megan's going to show you the proper posture as far as how to stand. So you want to have your feet hip width apart. Most females think their hips are wider than they are, so it's really not that far. And then you want to have your abdominals kind of contracted. I mean, you don't have to be physically like squeezing your abs, but you want to have them tightened. Have your hips, not rolled forward or back, just kind of in a neutral, tucked under position. And then have your shoulders rolled back a little bit. You don't want them so they're hunched forward or, super pinched in the back. Just kind of, it's gonna feel a little awkward because most people don't have good posture. So it may feel like it's straining on your back a little bit initially until you strengthen those back muscles, and then it'll feel pretty easy. So this is kind of a pretty neutral position. Also, you don't want your neck protruding. A lot of people that sit at computers all day long, because their computer screen is far away, they look like this and their jaw is protruding even though you don't really feel it. So try to keep that tucked back in and just have it in a neutral position. So this is kind of something you should be working on every day. Standing up straight like a string is pulling you up is kind of how I look at it. But you don't have to be necessarily sucking in everything, just being conscious and aware of it. Even when you're sitting down, this is a posture that you could hold. So definitely just even working on that alone is going to really help alleviate some tension in your back. I'm sure a lot of you have gone home with your neck hurting. I know I don't work in the office a lot, but when I do and I'm at the computer, my neck and back are just killing me the next day. So just even fixing that in the computer screen is really going to help you. The first stretch is the 90-degree angle stretch. Do you want to turn to the side a little? So what you're going to do is just put one foot forward so you kind of have a balance. This can be done with a partner or at home in a corner of a room. Since there's not too many corners, if you want to do it with a partner, that'd be great. So you're just going to gently grab their elbows and slowly pull back until they can't go any farther, until they tell you to stop. And this is going to be opening up your chest quite a bit. Once you get to that position where they feel the tension, then you're going to be holding that stretch for about 30 seconds. So the next stretch we're going to do is the neck stretch. It also stretches your arms. This can be performed sitting or standing. You get a little bit deeper of a stretch when you sit, but since you're standing, we can just go ahead and do this. So Megan's going to show you. You're just going to put one hand out. You want to make sure your thumb is up because you'll just get more of a deeper of a stretch. The closer your hand is to your body, the more deep the stretch is going to be. You'll notice when you do pull on your neck, your arm will tend to go up a little bit. So, if it's too tight, then you'll start to feel it. And then you're going to grab your head with the opposite hand and look down at the ground at a diagonal rather than to the side. You're not going to tilt your head to the side, but down and to the ground. And then you're just going to gently pull that, and you should feel a really deep stretch there. Most people probably feel it in your neck the most, a little bit in your arm. Then hold that again for about 30 seconds. Most of these stretches we want to hold about 15 to 30 seconds, just getting a more deep stretch. If you bounce you know, it kind of tears the muscle fiber. So back in the day, you know, you did the butterfly stretch and you bounced your legs up and down. You don't want to do any bouncing when you're stretching because that's going to damage the fibers even more. Awesome job. So now we've done some stretches. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a stretch strengthening exercise. So obviously if you perform this one, it's called the cat-cow. If you've ever been to yoga, you may have seen this. But Megan's just going to go ahead and show you. You're going to get down on your hands and knees, and you're going to start in a relaxed position. So this is the cow position. So you're not contracting your stomach muscles or anything, and everything should just be relaxed. Your head's down, and your head's up a little bit. I'm sorry. And then when you contract up, you want to try and pull your belly button all the way up into your spine and get a great deep arch in your back. And this is really going to stretch out all the vertebrae and back muscles. The more repetitions you do on this, the more it becomes a strengthening exercise because your back does get tired. If you just do a couple repetitions, it's going to be more of a stretch. So you notice how she's not moving quickly through the motions. She's just kind of taking about 3 to 5 seconds to go up, 3 to 5 seconds to go down. So you can hold it however long you want on this one. This one just kind of at your own will. But when she is in the arched up position, you can see her head is, you know, tucked down pretty far. So this is a great one that you could do, you know, every day. All these you can do every day. You know, sometimes when you strength train, you don't want to do it every single day. These aren't stressing your body too much that you're going to strain the muscle fibers, that you're not able to do them every single day. So the next exercise is called the Superman. This one, again, you're going to be on your hands and knees, same hip width apart. This one, you really want to remember to try and contract your abs as well as your glutes. This is more of a total body exercise. You are going to be working your core as well as your hamstrings, your lower back, and your legs. So what you're going to do is do opposite hand and leg. It's very important. Most people try and do the same side and they tip over. So what you're going to do is just extend the hand and leg out. If you can go out all the way, that's great. But the most important thing is to make sure, see how her body is parallel, you know, so she could set like a cup of water on it if she needed to. If you can only go out, if you want to go out halfway and show them, if you can only go to there, that's more important as far as keeping your back and your hips straight. Because if you're tilting, you're just kind of readjusting your alignment and it's off, and it's going to do more damage than good. So you're going to extend for about 30 seconds, then go to the other leg and hold it. So yeah, this one is really working your core and the balance, definitely. So if you start to feel like a little uneven on the balance, squeeze your butt and your stomach, and it's going to help you stabilize. So the next exercise we're going to be doing on our back. So this is the pelvic bridge. Again, you may have seen this in Pilates. They really focus on this. You're just going to have your hands on the sides, and while you're going up again, always remember the core to contract that. That's a big principle in exercise. So she's slowly raising her butt to elevate, lifting one vertebrae off the ground at a time, and just getting her body into a good angle where her body is all parallel in a diagonal. And when you get to the top, you're just going to hold it for about 30 seconds and then slowly again roll every vertebrae down. It's really going to massage those vertebrae when you're going up and down. So you'll feel that it works your back more once you're going up slower. All right, so we just have one more strength exercise. And this one is my favorite. It's probably the hardest one, but it looks very simple. It's called the YTA, and this one you're going to lay on your stomach, and you're going to have your hands up in a Y position on the floor with your thumbs up. Again, the thumbs are important for some strange reason. You're going to have your head down in a neutral position, so just put that down. Then you're going to go ahead and raise your chest up off the ground. This is the starting Y position. You're going to hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then you're going to lower your arms into a T position, keeping your thumbs up. Your chest comes up a couple more inches. And again, hold for 3 to 5 seconds. And then lower your arms a little bit more to the A position. Your chest comes up pretty far. So, as you can see, every time you switch your arms, your chest is raising a little bit more. Then slowly go back to the T, Y, and then you can rest at the front.